Well, Fox Business just learning the draft bill that Elizabeth Warren is planning to take on mega mergers would have within it the Federal Trade Commission signing off on all of the big, larger mergers, making that commission kind of a super agency if she has her way. The plan looks to review 2 decades of mergers, but can the government retroactively undo mega mergers that have been completed? Judge Anderw Napolitano on the legal fight ahead if this goes through.
That is the great question. Is it worth what it would cost the government to undo these mergers? So you have to,
let alone what it costs the economy.
Correct. I mean, what it costs the economy would be so catastrophic. I don't think she could get this through the House of Representatives now and even a Democratic Senate. This is a non-starter. But to have a little bit of a window into her thinking, she wants to re-examine 20 years of mergers going back to the administration of George H.W. Bush, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Barack Obama, and the present administration.
Let me just stop you there and put a fine point on that. She wants to go back 20 years, take a company that merged 20 years ago and try to undo that?
Completely and totally integrated. The cost would be catastrophic, and the taxpayers would bear the cost, as well as the human beings that would lose their jobs if she tried to undo these mergers, because the Fifth Amendment prohibits the government from taking property without compensation.
But
if the government signed off on the merger and 20 years later is going to change its mind, it's going to pay for the cost of changing its mind.
It's very interesting you bring up the Constitution, because what she's planning to do with tax policy, having this wealth tax in which she doesn't tax your income, she takes away a piece of your property. That's what a wealth tax is. It's a confiscation of property that you've already paid taxes on.
Can't do it under the Constitution. It would require a constitutional amendment. 3/4 of the state legislatures would have to consent. This is another non-starter. I have nothing against her personally. I have friends that knew her since her law school days.
She used to come by Fox Business.
Correct, and comment on her intellect. But these two proposals separate principled liberals from somebody that is so far to the left they can't see the destruction that their proposals would cause to innocent human beings if the proposals became law.
All right, let's move on.